guys, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here for another recap of 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. How y'all doing? I'm here, child. I am here. This is gonna be a late upload, but I'm putting it up. I don't care what time it is, I'm putting it up. So glad y'all are here with me. Now, let's talk about it. Mike. Now, the internet detectives done went into the archives. They done Scooby-Dooed Mike, child. Apparently, Mike have said some unflattering things about some black folks. He done used the N-word. He done said some transphobic things. I guess I shouldn't say. He put up some memes. Well, honey, let me tell you something. I feel sorry for him not. You done put up these memes with the N-word. What questions should y'all be asking? See, y'all ain't asking the right questions. Why is he putting up memes with the N-word? And if the N-word was not in said meme, would he have put it up? See, that's the question y'all need to be asking. I don't care who you are. Man, woman, white, black, Asian, Latino, I don't care. When you put up a racist meme, if you say some racist, if you post some racist, I don't like you. And you have no sympathy for me. I don't care how long ago it is. You know better. So, of course, TLC has not confirmed this. Mike have not said anything about this. It was wrong. And it's nasty. I just don't understand why people would put stuff like this on the internet. Because as we all know, once you put something on the internet, it's there. It is there. And someone will find it. So, I don't think that Mike is going to be fired because I believe, I'm not sure, I'm sure y'all will let me know. Several people have told me that they believe they have already taped the tell-all. So, TLC are not going to go through the extra work to edit, Mike and Amina's part because they had a big storyline. So, I think that they're going to let this fly. I think that here on out, I don't think Mike will be brought back anything else. Now, people were speculating that he may be on 90 Day Fiance, the single life. We shall see. We shall see if they will bring him, for that. When they know that these posts are out here, wandering around. Mike. I don't put nothing past nobody anymore. Bald-headed self. Now let's talk about Mike and Ximena. Mike's still sitting there looking foolish, dumb, and confused. Ximena has already said, I don't love you. I don't want to be with you. So Mike is still confused by this because Ximena did tell him that she loved him. She said, yeah, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. See, there's a difference. There's a difference. And child, I just don't want to be bothered with you. I'm not in love with you, okay? I got me a man on the side. I mean, she didn't say that, but... And also, you didn't pay for her surgery. So what good are you for? Now, me, myself, I was thinking, the kids, they done got attached to Mike. They wanted a father figure. Here is Ximena on social media telling people that that's not the case at all. She said that the producers conjured up that whole scene with the boys and Mike and how they feel about Mike and how they love Mike. Ximena said that the producers told her kids to say that. I didn't say that. That's what Ximena put out on social media. So I said, what? She said the boys don't care nothing about my child. Probably don't. Ain't no telling how many father figures them boys done seen. So, she done told Mike basically, it's over. She done told Mike basically, I don't love you, you disgusting, and I don't know what else to tell you. Get out this bed. So Mike still got on his black wife beater, 2 sizes too small. Rubbing that bald head of his. You're not getting it. So, he says that he's confused and he's shocked by this. So he calls his homeboy. His homeboy broke it down real nice, didn't he? His homeboy said, why are you still there? This woman has told you she don't love you. You're too daggone clingy. What's going on? What is she confused about? You done took out time, money, energy. You done flew over there twice during the pandemic. What don't she understand? Boy, she's trying to tell you something. And he said, my dude, bounce. There's nothing else to be said. Mike still don't get it, or he don't want to get it. So then his homeboy's girlfriend is fluent in Spanish. So he was like, you know, maybe there's a communication issue. Maybe if your girl talks to my girl, we'll get an understanding. So his homeboy said, child, whatever. I mean, I don't even see what the point is, but okay. At this point, Ximena done had it. They done went to some cafe. He got the laptop. His homegirl is on the other end. And child, Ximena is sitting there like, I need to be somewhere else. She's done. She is done. She didn't make no eye contact with Mike. She wasn't affectionate. She wasn't talking to him. It was dead. Dead in the water. So his homegirl is trying to translate to Ximena the same thing we have already heard. You're too clingy. You're looking at my eyes weird. Why are you staring at me? I don't love you. It's just... So then the homegirl said, well, listen, if you didn't care for Mike and you didn't love Mike, why you take his money? And she said, listen, Ximena said, listen, I always work for what I had. But when Mike started giving me things, I quit my job. Why work when you are getting money from your man? Why work when your man paying your rent, getting your furniture, paying for food, paying for gas, paying for this, paying for that? One thing he didn't pay for was your tits. So she said, well, what? So the homegirl said, oh, really? She said, Mike, did you know that she quit her job when you was giving her money? This is Mike. Yes. Homegirl said, if you don't get your ass off from over there, you better. She said, Mike, it's over. She said, Mike, it's over. She don't want you. She's disgusted by you. Get your stuff, take your feet to the street, and come on home. What's wrong with you? It's done. So Mike was like, I know you're right. So then he's like, you know what? I'm going to give you the space that you asked for. I'm just going to go ahead, catch a flight, and I'm going back to New York City. And then she's looking all strange and weird, and she's like, so you're breaking it off with me? I mean, ain't that what you want, girl? You sitting there looking at him like he smells. Sitting there looking at him like his breath smells like swamp water. Let's move on from Mike. So let's talk about Ben and Mahogany, child. Ben talking to his homeboy. And he was like, guess what? She's real. The friend was like, really? Question mark. Said, yes, she's real, but there's some things about Mahogany. I've done caught her up in some lies, honey. the whole Airbnb, the whole line about the age, something just ain't right. So of course Ben is confused by why Mahogany is telling all these half-truths or no truths. But of course he loves Mahogany. He wants to give Mahogany the benefit of the doubt, but he's still a little weary of this. So it's time to meet Mahogany and her friends. Now her friends was like, listen, I didn't even know Mahogany had a boyfriend. She ain't never mentioned a Ben. Until recently, and recently I mean 10 minutes before we walked up on here. Said they was like, we don't know nothing about no Ben. And why he old? Why is Mahogany with his old man, same age or older as her daddy? Something ain't right. This ain't even Mahogany's MO. So of course they're eating ice cream, and he's talking about what do you love about Mahogany. The friend tells him. He was like, oh, that's lovely. So then he was like, what do you think about me being Mahogany's boyfriend? And honey, their friends was like, boyfriend? Here we go again. We didn't even know nothing about you, dude. She said, we didn't even know that she had a boyfriend. That's your boyfriend? It's a shock to me. Here's Mahogany. Mahogany said, I don't even know why he acting like this. He ain't my boyfriend. We're just friends. We ain't never talked about no boyfriend stuff. We ain't never talked about no relationship. He tripping. They ain't my boyfriend. And so Ben said, now wait a minute, I'm confused. I'm not your boyfriend. Ben said, we done talked about family. We done talked about marriage. We done talked intimate with each other. And I'm not your boyfriend. Mahogany said, no, you ain't my boyfriend. See, that's not what you do. See, that's just friends. See, when you meet somebody, you talk about family and marriage, and you do a little hop, skip, and jump into the intimate conversation. That don't mean that we're boyfriend and girlfriend. That just means that we friends. Honey, that eye, poor Ben's eye, it kept getting lower and lower, honey. His heart almost stopped. Ben said, I don't know how to take it. I got text. Ben said, look here, producers, I got text. You see all these texts? Now, how you take it? I take it that is my girlfriend. Ben, you 50-some-year-old trying to figure out if a 22-year-old is your girlfriend. Ben, stop. So then Ben still want to work on it. Still want to know where the disconnect is. So he goes and he books a trip to the dunes. When I tell you that place was gorgeous. Gorgeous. So they had their little drive up there. It was awkward. Wasn't talking about nothing. Ben's old ass was talking about stop signs and stop lights. Child. So Mahogany said, Lord, he over here talking about some road signs, child. And he think I'm his girlfriend. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. So Mahogany brings up the Bible. I said, not Jesus saving this relationship. Not the Lord. Honey, when they brought up the Lord, they had something to talk about. So they get to the dunes. It was beautiful. Oh my God, it was gorgeous. Just so gorgeous. Honey, they got a little, things set up so they could eat. They had a tent. A man came out with some food. I said, honey, I could get with this. Oh. That would have been so romantic and sexy if you were there with someone who actually loved you. But Ben wasn't. So then here is Mahogany asking Ben about his family and his wife and why it didn't work out. Ben giving this explanation, and then Mahogany is talking about the kids and his ex, all this bunch of stuff. And so Mahogany was like, why is it that Ben never takes responsibility? It's always somebody else's fault. It's always somebody else's doing, but not Ben. So here is Ben. Ben said, listen here, okay? I don't owe you no explanation. It's in the past. We talk about the present. Why ain't you my girlfriend? Mahogany. Mahogany, come here, girl. Come here. All this faking the funk you are doing. You had a whole filter face. Your pictures wasn't even real. Your Airbnb wasn't even real. This whole facade that you're putting ain't nothing but a lie. And Ben made a very good point. You done told me stuff that has some holes in it. So why are you questioning me and judging me about what I've done in my past when we right here in the present and you still lying to my face? Valid questions. I don't know why Ben just didn't bring it up. Why didn't you ask those questions, Ben? You a grown man. I'm done with Mahogany and Ben. Let's move on. Well, it's time for Jasmine and Gino. It's time to meet Jasmine's mama. Side note, Jasmine's mama is pretty. Ain't she a pretty woman? Real pretty woman, child. So Jasmine meets Gino. She wasn't impressed. She wasn't impressed with Gino. Because he's an older gentleman dating her daughter and he looks foolish. That's enough for me. So, of course, Jasmine is with the pleasantries. Meet the mama, meet the sister. The mama is in there cooking. They're having a little bit of conversation. Gino is nervous because he wants Jasmine's mom to accept him and like him. So, it's time to eat. And we all know that Gino and that hat is tethered to Gino. He says he feels uncomfortable taking off his hat. And so Jasmine tells the mama, Gino doesn't feel comfortable taking off the hat. And so the mama is like, I don't know about this, Jasmine. But the mama let it slide. She said, all right, I'm not going to make a big deal about it. Gino, you want to make a good impression for your want-to-be mother-in-law, but you can't take off your hat for 30 seconds. See, we already seen it because your woman snatched it off, okay? We've already seen your bald head. But you can't take it off for 10 seconds because it's a sign of respect. You are in your wannabe fiance's, soon-to-be wife, mother's house. Gino's a whole fool. I'm sorry, y'all. I can't get with Gino. I just, no. So, they're talking and they're eating. And so Gino was like, did Jasmine have a whole bunch of boyfriends? The mama said no, because I was an overprotective mother. When she was a teenager, I didn't let her have all kinds of boyfriends. Maybe that was something you should have thought about, because look at who she with now. Mama said, listen, this is an awkward, uncomfortable conversation. I don't want to talk about it anymore. And then she said, dinner's over. Honey, it was a plate full of food. The mama said, we done. I was like, y'all only ate for 3 minutes. Honey, she got that plate. She was like, oh, put them in the sink. We done. So they go and they look at some baby pictures and some old pictures of Jasmine. Jasmine, she's a pretty woman and she was a pretty, teenager and young girl. So Gino, he tells the mama, that he loves Jasmine and he wants to be with Jasmine. He wants to make her happy and he wants permission. So then the mama said, well, Jasmine, how you feel about it? You love this man? You want to be with this man? And Jasmine said yes. And so she says, listen, you going to go over there to the United States? Jasmine says yes. So the mama says, well, you grown. Okay, there's nothing I can do. So the mama gave Gino permission to marry Jasmine. But the mama's still worried because that is her daughter, and she's worried that Jasmine gonna be with Gino and go over to United States. Child, that mama was not impressed with Gino. Mama Jasmine, that's okay. You're right. You're right. So later on, we have Gino talking to his brother. And he's saying how things are going and how, you know, him and Jasmine been arguing and how he's been talking to the ex. And the brother said, now, why you do that? And he said, well, we got into a big argument and I sent something to my ex about Jasmine. He didn't tell his brother that he'd been sending out booby shots. Gino is just, oh. So Gino and his brother had a conversation, and child, that's all I want to talk about Gino and Jasmine. Let's move. Memphis and Hamza, child. Hamza, he wants to talk to Memphis about that ex. He still got, you know, some problems with that. So they got a translator, child, because F the translator app. So they sitting there at this little cafe. Here comes the translator. And, honey, let me tell you something. If I was a translator and I was on one of these shows, I would talk so much crap. I would be like, Memphis, Hamza wants to know why your feet stink. Hamza, Memphis wants to know... why don't you change your underwear every day? Why you go a couple of days without changing your underwear? Memphis want to know why you're broke and why you ain't got no job. Why you still living with your mama? See, this is all Memphis want to know. I'm sitting there being a translator just talking all kinds of trash. I'll be like, Memphis, Hamza wants to know why your booby shake like that? Why they hanging below your belly button? Let me stop. But anyway, so of course Hamza says that he wants to talk about Memphis and staying with the ex for 4 days and what will happen if they argue and Memphis decides to go and stay with the ex for 4 days. And Memphis said that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. I wouldn't even do that. Why are we still talking about this? And so Hamza was like, look, I don't like it. I don't like that you are still talking to your ex. And so here's Memphis. I done told you that nothing is going on. Why didn't you listen to the show? She raising her voice. And so here's Hamza. Hamza's like, why are you yelling? Why are you always yelling? So here's Memphis. Memphis is like, listen, okay, I do yell. I do get a little bit excited. Okay? I do have a little bit of a temper, and I'm trying to work on that. I will try to do better. He ain't listening to me. I have to have a relationship with the father of my children. That just is what it is. We have to have some form of a relationship. If you don't like it, I don't know what else to tell you. I'm here with you. I love you. Do you know what I had to leave to come here? Do you know how much sacrifice I had to do to come here? My friends was doubting us. My family was doubting us. But I'm here. And that should be good enough. So the translator going back and forth. And then here comes Memphis. That bottom lip got to quivering. She had a single tear rolling down her eye like Denzel Washington in Glory. She said, I'm about to pull you in, reel you in with this tip. Even got the translator app. Translator app was like, now she crying. Now you talk to her. She crying. Can you see? Don't stop it. So here's, you know, Hamza. Oh my God, come here. So he got up. He gave her a kiss. And she said, I appreciate that. One thing about Memphis, honey. Memphis's skin is on point. Memphis got some beautiful skin, honey. It is just as clear, honey, and just so smooth, honey. Just so smooth. Some of these women on these shows need to ask Memphis about her skincare routine. Woo! So anyway, Hamza and Memphis, they done made up, they love each other. So it's time for Hamza to take her beautiful setting. Beautiful. He got him on his little baptized in white. I was like, Hamza, you going to get baptized down there at the good old creek? Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. I was like, come on, Hamza, with the baptizing outfit. Y'all listen, when I was little and it was time for somebody to get baptized, first of all, it always seemed like it's in the dead of winter. And we had to go to the creek. Everybody standing there with the Sunday go to meeting hat with the shoes that done dug up in the mud, child. Honey, my daddy and whoever else, the deacons, is in that cold water. Here comes the white outfits and they done dunked them in that cold. Wade in the water. Wade. I'll be like, Lord have mercy. Can we go? Hamza done went and got baptized, child. So Hamza is saying sweet things to Memphis, and he says that he wants to marry Memphis. Will you marry me? And of course Memphis said, I's getting married. Screw all you hoes and heifers that doubted us. I's getting married. I's getting married now. Kissy, kissy, huggy, huggy. It's all good. Let's move on. Last and certainly least, Kim and Usman. Hard-faced Kim is sitting there because she know that Usman got something to tell her. Usman says, now listen, you know that song Zara? Yeah, it's about Zara and me. It's a real woman that I had a relationship with. So I wrote a song about it. Come on, let's go eat. Come on, come on. See, it ain't nothing. Come on. Honey, Kim said, I know you lied. Now see, this is Kim's explanation. Kim said that she asked Usman about that song Zara. Usman said that it wasn't about a particular woman. That it's just a name that he grabbed out of the sky. Just a name he thought up. And that Zara is a song about all the women in the world. Kim, how old are you? Kim, you are 75 years old. Now, I know you didn't buy that explanation. You out here walking knock-kneed, pigeon-toed, and crooked. Zara? He just picked Zara out of the thin blue sky. That's the name of a whole store. But you thought that Usman had picked Zara. Why not Michelle or Tina or Betty or Eunice or Bertha? He picked Zara. So of course Kim bought that. Kim said that he's a liar, that she didn't trust him. So then come to find out that 4 months, it's been 4 months since he broke this off. 4 months. Kim said, now wait a minute, the math ain't mathing. I've been talking to you for a year. And you mean to tell me you was in a full-blown relationship while I was talking to you? Let's go. Let's go. No, I'm not having this. I'm not having this. Now, let's go back, friends. Let's go back. Let's go back. When we first met Knock-Kneed Kim, Kim said out her own mouth, she was not in a relationship with Usman. Usman has not said that I'm his girlfriend. I'm a fan. That's what Kim said. I'm a fan. You had the songs, you had the mugs, you had the pillows, you had the throws, you had 55,000 shirts with Usman all over your chest. You a fan. You get there. Usman says, we're not in a relationship. We're gonna see where this is going. Usman says, I can't sleep with you. He don't put up a whole pillow defense so he didn't have to touch you. You still ain't my girlfriend. We have seen you throw a temper tantrum begging this man to sleep with you. Just embarrassed yourself and everybody that you love. We even seen you buy him laptops, gaming consoles. Just a couple of days that went by that y'all have established a relationship. Now, Kim said that she's not upset that he was in a relationship. She's upset because he didn't tell her that she was in a relationship. Because if he would have told her that, she would have been gone. She wouldn't have talked to him. She would have did the NSYNC. Bye, bye, bye. She would have backed out the relationship because she's been cheated on. And she knows how that feels. That's what Kim said. Then 2 seconds later, she in that bed just having a whole fit. And she done called Zara the B-word. Kim, what Zara do to you? Call your man a bitch. Why you calling Zara the B-word? Usman the bitch. See how you do that? Zara ain't been seen, ain't been heard. We just seen the photo. And Kim, quit saying yo. Yo. You sound foolish. So Usman is shocked by this. Usman said, why are you acting like this? Why are you having this reaction? We were not in a relationship. You knew this. You knew this. Yes. I should have told you about Zara. I'm telling you now. But I didn't, and here we are. Yes, Usman, you should have told her instead of making up that stupid lie that she believed. That this song was about Zara, because see, that goes into what you're saying. If you're not in a relationship, why lie? Just say, look, I was involved with a woman. You know, this song is about Zara, and that's that and that. Let the chips fall where they may. But now y'all into a big screaming match, honey. Kim that got out of that van, honey. Her knees was rubbing. I said, Lord have mercy, Kim is really mad. So it's later on. Kim says that she's done. She is done. Because see, in the confessional, Usman says that he loved Zara. Loved her so much that he wrote a song about it. And so Kim said, oh, so you loved her. You loved her. But you was talking to me. She says, oh no, I can't have this. It's over. It's done. I'm backing out. It's over. It's done. Well, if he was, listen here, Kim, if he was to write a song about you, what would it be called? Desperate and Needy. Not Need Journals. I'm a not need in a pigeonhole. I'm desperate. Desperation is overload. See, yeah, I can make jokes about this because these two I don't care nothing about nothing. Kim, the minute you have stepped off this plane, you have embarrassed yourself. Embarrassed yourself. We have seen Usman. Did you not watch any of Usman and Lisa together? We have seen all this. Why didn't you see it? But you were so happy because you're meeting your Usman soldier boy. And then look what happened. So Usman and his homeboy done got the gaming console, done got the laptop. And she was like, listen, I don't want that. I don't want it. And she said, well, I do want the laptop. I was like, Kim, you better take it. What's wrong So Usman still don't understand why she upset. We've already established that we were not in a relationship. Usman, you should have told Kim. You should have told her. Kim, if you want to get on that plane, please get on the plane and go home. You've been there long enough. What y'all think? What y'all think about this episode? Let me know down below, child. What y'all think about Mike's situation? We'll discuss it. Y'all know what to do. To my new subscribers, welcome to the family. Don't forget to leave that like, comment, and I will see you next time. Bye.